Hey, this is Craig, Thenaturalmedic. We're going to dive right into the third video in my series on the 10 Essentials. We're going to talk about lighting. Lighting is an important part of the 10 Essentials because there's only so much daytime. Sometimes you do your best to plan, and no matter what, you're coming off the trail and it's getting a little bit dark. You want to be prepared for that. Over the years, I've had a bunch of different manufacturers of headlamps and flashlights that I have used over time that has improved. And lately, one that I think is a good one is by Flextail. It is the Flextail Helio 600Z. It is a 100-meter spotlight that is USB-C charged. It's drop-proof, waterproof, and very lightweight. Only weighs a few grams, like 45 grams. You can say they copied some things or adapted some things or borrowed, for lack of a better term, from the Nitecore. It's just very similar setup to the Nitecore. On the top, 2 buttons: flood, spot. By touching them, you do different things. I'm still experimenting with it, so bear with me. But it does have this lightweight little cinch cord on the back with a little toggle, just a little bungee. I've already adjusted it to my head size, and it fits on there. Just forgive this little tag here. If you need a good light, I'll put a link to this in the description. This is one that you can use. Let's take it off though so I can see it a little bit easier. Just using basic instructions on the back of the box. You want to double click, you got flood mode. And you can adjust it by hitting it again, and that will reduce the intensity. You can hold it down and it'll go to a red light. If you need to preserve your night vision, you can use that red light. Hit it again and it'll blink. So you have an emergency type light to get someone's attention if you are in an emergency. Spotlight, same deal. Double click to turn it on. Hit it again to change intensity. Hold it down and it will make a little flashing white light to get somebody's attention in that way. Just depends on what you want to do. But a pretty adaptable light. You can change the speed of that. If you need a good light to carry with you in the field, lightweight, reliable, compact, this might be a good choice. But I always like to carry a backup light, because if that's your primary light, this Flextail as an example, and for some reason it fails, it's not charged, or just whatever reason it doesn't work, you might want to have a backup. And you can go a couple different ways for that. Just a couple of examples that I have right here. This is the Warsun T7. It's a little clip-on light, so it actually does have a flashlight on the tip here with a very bright light. It also does have an area light as well, and it's USB-C chargeable. I'll put this one in the description so you can take a look at it if you like. You can change that. You can also change it to more of a attention-getting light. Pretty cool. And as a bonus, it has a clip, so you can clip this on your hat, you can clip this on your shirt, on your backpack strap, whatever you need to do in order to carry that. And I believe it has a magnet on the bottom too. A lot of different ways you could use this guy. But a good backup source. It does rely on being able to be charged from a battery pack. It doesn't have any external batteries that you can replace. So that's something to keep in mind. But third and final option here is a similar light to this, which is just a cheapie I got on Amazon. I'm not sure if it's still on there, but this is from a company called RiseMart. It's just a little small pin light kind of setup, tactical light if you will, with a little clip, and it is battery powered. It runs on one AAA battery. The nice thing about it, as long as you carry extra AAA batteries, you can run this guy as long as you want. That was interesting. An important thing to have in the outdoors when you're out there doing your adventures is a light source. So that's what we're talking about this week. Hope you got some information out of it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing to the channel so you don't miss further episodes about my 10 Essentials and other things I'm going to put out very soon. Thank you so much. We'll see you out on the trail. Bye-bye.